So welcome back to the Buzz on Business. Again, I'm Terry Green with Leadership Medina County, the director for our Lead Institute and Community Impact. And I have Stacey Streeter here with us today, and she's with Oasis Senior Advisors. And I'm anxious to hear a little bit more about Stacey and about what she does here in the community to help some of the seniors in the community. So Stacey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been married about coming up on 23 years. I have 4 children, middle school, one going into high school, one in college, one that just started working full time in Medina. So
all levels.
Loving it. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it all.
Yeah.
And a puppy.
And a puppy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now this, from what I understand, your business, Oasis Senior Advisors, is a franchise, correct?
Yes.
So how did you get into this? And can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. Well, I had a situation where some of my own family members needed assisted living, and I had the time to kind of be the one to do the research, and so I was looking around, and it was so overwhelming.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I was looking for months, really, and went down a lot of rabbit holes, things that didn't make sense and weren't in budget, and I was just kind of rambling around. And then I stumbled across somebody that does what I do.
Oh, okay.
Finally. And it was wonderful. Like, this person was so helpful to me. And I was like, why are you helping me? Like, is this your business? And he said it was. And then I was looking for like a career now that my kids were older.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I kind of just was like, that's what I'm going to do. That's perfect. I'll be self-employed. I'll be able to help people. And the way the business model is, it's free for families and seniors to work with us.
Really?
And so I'm just like, that's such a wonderful service. I can just educate them and inform them.
So you do all the research for them? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And I'll just stick with them. I mean, sometimes it's like months. I'm sure it
doesn't cost families anything?
No.
You're kidding? Mm-mm. Why would they not take advantage of it then, right? They just need to know who you are.
They just need to know that that it exists.
Oh my gosh, that's a phenomenal service.
Why this is good to be on this program.
Yeah.
To let people know there is a service out there. I don't represent any particular company or facility. I'm here to just be an advocate for the family and help them find the best solution. Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing, do you do everything from the nursing home, assisted living, independent living, memory care? All
those things. We refer home care, and then we refer elder law attorneys and financial people and, veterans, if
trying to get through all the paperwork and the processes. And
So it's really just kind of like being a guide, being like, okay, this is the next step. And then we schedule all the tours, we make the phone calls for the family, and we protect their information. We're HIPAA compliant, so they can just work with me, and they don't have to deal with all the other communities they're talking to, calling them.
Wow, so you save them a lot of time and legwork. Because when you're dealing with aging parents, and if you're working, how do you have the time to do all of that? So that's an amazing resource.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, because when you call someone, people are busy, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then
it's waiting and phone tag, so it saves them a lot of that hassle.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of paperwork too in terms of what's, the processing of people, and a lot of places, what I'm hearing now, have wait lists to get in. So you're probably familiar with all the wait lists that are out there and what's available at the time that they need it.
Yes.
Oh.
And budget is probably the biggest thing. What can I afford? Who pays for it? What resources can I use? Does Medicaid, does this place accept Medicaid?
Right.
So I can streamline that for them and let them know, okay, let's look at these places because these are not even going to make sense.
Yeah, so it narrows it down for them. So it saves them the time and the energy and being turned down. Yeah, that's a phenomenal service. So,
yes.
Yeah. So are you located here in Medina County?
I cover Medina County and Summit County and a little bit of Cuyahoga. Okay. And it is a national franchise, so I partner with other people in Ohio. Like Oasis is a very team-friendly company, so we like to share resources. If we have challenging placements, we're having trouble figuring out a good place, we can reach out to each other. So
it's a pretty tight franchise community.
Yes, that's one of the things that I loved about it.
Yeah, well, and they help each other do the research. Like I've worked with them, and you know, this is what I found and maybe try this, or, oh, that's
Right.
phenomenal.
Because sometimes people are willing to travel a pretty far distance to get their loved one placed somewhere if, you know, if they're having trouble finding someone that will accept them.
Yeah.
So we collaborate.
Wow. Well, when the word gets out that you're here and you do this, I can only imagine how busy you're going to get. So we're going to wrap this up. So you want to tell people how they can find you, give some contact information?
Sure, they could call me.
Okay.
330-441-2935. Can always email me at, it's kind of a long thing, but streeter@youroasisadvisor.com.
And it's Streeter, Streeter, right?
It is.
Okay. All right.
You can also find, you know, you could just look up Oasis Senior Advisors, and if you put in your zip code, it's going to pull you.
So if you put in a Medina County zip code, they're going to find you.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
God, this has been refreshing to hear that somebody like you exists.
Oh,
because I've been through that process before. So thank you very much for taking the time today and giving us the information.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So that wraps up our edition of Buzz on the Business today, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.